What is quiet firing, and what is the impact of quiet firing on your business in terms of the risk it creates with employees who may be upset that they've been quiet fired? We're going to talk about that today. Hi, Ryan Hanley here, founder and president of Rogue Risk, where we do insurance differently, specifically by giving you knowledge and information to make the right insurance decision. Now, quiet firing is a recent counter trend to what you may have seen if you're on LinkedIn or you read any of the business weeklies or newspapers around quiet quitting. Quiet quitting is when employees basically do the absolute bare minimum necessary to keep their job while they're either working a side hustle or vegetating, playing video games, or are looking for another job. Now, quiet firing is basically the managerial counterbalance to quiet quitting, which is managers basically putting employees into little boxes in which they're not given opportunities to grow. They're not given goals. They're not given regular meetings. They're not giving new work. They may be taking off important projects. And basically, their job responsibilities are lowered to the point where they have work, but that work is so minimal and so basic that it doesn't live up to the job requirements, ultimately setting that employee up in a position to fail, where then the manager will have a reason to easily get rid of them. Now, this practice may be the laziest way to get rid of employees, because ultimately you don't have to have tough conversations with them. You don't have to put them into performance improvement plans. And a lot of companies do this whether they realize it or not. And if you're a manager, if you're a leader, if you've had employees, there have definitely been people who you've had on your team that have frustrated you to the point where you're just like, I don't want them working on anything. I don't want them screwing anything up. I'm going to put them over here. Now, here's the issue with that, is that even if that may feel like what you want to do, even if that feels easier emotionally on you because you don't like firing people, you don't like have tough conversations, you don't like doing performance improvement plans, in order to protect your business, you have to. In order to protect your business, things like having regular meetings, holding people accountable to their goals. If they don't hit those goals, if they don't hit certain, conduct requirements, etc., putting them on performance improvement plans or PIPs or whatever you call them in your organization, and working through a standardized, consistent process with every employee who's having a problem is necessary to protect your business from things like employment practices claims, where employees may feel like they're being targeted, discriminated against, harassed. These are the types of things that employees can bring against a company if they're in a situation where they're being quiet fired. I get it. Employees are frustrating. Employees can be difficult, but they're living their lives as well. And sometimes the proper push, the proper goals, the proper attention can get employees who may seemingly not be on the right path back on track and becoming an important and valuable member of your team. It doesn't always happen, but it does happen. And because it does happen, we need to make sure that we are consistent with every employee and how we handle them, and that we're trying to bring them along. So in order to protect your business from employment practices related issues like targeting, like harassment, like discrimination, that can be associated with quiet firing, make sure you're not quiet firing people, that you're actually putting them through a plan. Not easy, but I'm telling you, it is very, very, very important. If you do things like quiet firing, if these things happen, if you're worried about employee practice related claims, having employee practice liability insurance on either your business owner's policy or as a standalone coverage is very important. If you have questions about these things and you'd like to work with an agent who talks to you like we do, helps educate and helps find places where you may be unprotected, we would love to work with you. There's two ways to do that. You can either get started if you're kind of like I like to do my own quotes, I like to do my own thing. There's a link below where you can actually get a quote for your business owner's program and your workers' comp on your own. You can get a number today. That link is going to be below, either on a button or just a standard link. Or there's going to be another link where you can actually reach out and talk to one of our licensed agents who's going to work you through this process, find those gaps, and help you find the coverage that you need. Whichever way you choose to reach out, we look forward to working with you.